Hello everybody and welcome back to the labs. I am Towsty and thank you for joining me here on ResonantRise. Whoa, there's a zombie in my face. Oh, good shot. That was awesome. Alright guys, if you take a look at my inventory right quick, we're clearly not at our base. I am working on a few things. Got some quartz, got some fluix, I got a meteorite compass, so clearly I'm finally getting going on AE2. And I needed to find me a meteor. So I'm in this chunk here in which I found a meteor. But I had to do quite a bit of digging. So I figured I'd do that before I started the episode because it's boring to watch. So if we come on down here. I actually went all the way down and just kind of randomly did staircases. But it ended up being right here. I found it on the way back up. So that was awesome. And I've already dug up the middle. There's a bit of lag because this is a new area. Already dug up the middle. So I'll just chop down here, and I found me a piece of silicon, or a silicon press anyways. So, oh yeah, so we need to go work on a couple things back at base. Now I've got all the presses I need, and I am ready to move onward. All right, so I'll see you guys back there. Okay, so we're back at base, and if we come over here, come behind the warehouse, which I did expand, we see I got 4 inscribers set up. And our quarry has finally finished. So that's awesome. Which means that this thing is no longer sucking up power, which is great because we are having some issues there. And it doesn't look like a lot, but it doesn't actually reflect everything. If I search for it, it seems to come up, even though I can't necessarily find it in just the default area. I don't really know if that's supposed to happen or not. May have something to do with the fact that this top number never really goes up. Like I added more and it added to it, but I've got way more than it can handle. So I don't really know what those numbers reflect. So what I want to have happen today is I would really like to move everything from this into a small powered AE system. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a drive or an energy acceptor right underneath here. Actually, that was probably a better spot for that, right? Put an energy acceptor here, an ME drive, a cable, and a terminal, a crafting terminal, a regular crafting terminal. The first thing that I really need to do for that, though, is actually get some silicon. So I'm pretty sure I have a lot of clay. Oh yeah, 360, that'll do. Now, clay is kind of the best thing for you to use to get silicon. It might seem like kind of a waste, but you get a lot of it back. Plus, it has the highest yield of silicon if you stick it in a sag mill. And I don't have the structure that I would like. Okay. Let's just stop right now. The infrastructure that I would like to create my little auto silicon farm yet. So we're gonna just slap a bunch of clay in there, and eventually it should give me some silicon. So it's got a pretty high yield. Let's just hop over here and see if we have any dark steel. I have 8. So we'll flip over to our crafting calculator and make us a couple dark steel balls. Throw them in here to increase the rate at which we get that. So now our bonus production is doubled. So we should get more and more of this. So we're going to wait on that for a few minutes because I will need some of that. I was really waiting on this last inscriber. Do I have the other presses with me? I do. So now I have 1 of each. And this is not in an ideal location, but it will have to do for now. Which reminds me, I do have to recharge my pickaxe because it's actually using the steel durability right now and not the flux infused wonderfulness. So, got us a few inscribers here. I actually should have made 1 more, but that's fine. Silicon, engineering. Oh, sweet. Those shift click now. Calculation and logic. Wait, those may have always shift clicked. I don't remember. All right, so let's throw all this back in here for now. Oh, no. What are you doing? I don't need bricks. You stop that. Man, it cruised through that silicon, didn't it? All right, so now we got a stack or so of it. That's good. And let's just take our yellorium, stick it in there for now. Let's put some of this up that I don't need. I don't really need those ender pearls right now. What is clay? So here's what we've got going on. I need a bit of gold, which I don't think has really come through the system too much yet, if at all. It's really just been working on finishing up this iron, which is not going great. It's just very, very slow. So we're actually going to swap it out a little bit for some gold, because I need lots and lots of gold. Actually, I think I put some through this system even just to get me a bit of a lift on that. Oh, sweet, I got a bit of graphite. Forgot that I put that in there. Okay. I'll also need a few diamonds. And eventually some pure Certus quartz, which I haven't started growing yet, and I probably should. So here's a stack of diamonds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a bunch of circuits, because if we look at what I want first is an energy acceptor. Energy acceptor. Quartz glass is crushed up quartz. I don't have a whole lot. I have a little bit, which just came from naturally mining it. So let's crush up some of this. This isn't charged, is it? Nope. I did make me a charger real quick as well, which I haven't put down yet. It's actually in my backpack here, just in case I ever need it. I wanted to make one while I was remembering that I had the Fluix. Because if you don't make a charger and you run out of charged Fluix or charged Certus, you're going to find yourself in a bit of a bind. All right. So now I've got this. Let's go ahead and make, where's our glass? There it is. Let's go ahead and make this, shall we? Energy acceptor. Perfect. Okay, so we'll throw this down here. This is needed to take anything that's not generated by like vibration chambers from Applied Energistics and take its energy and put it into your AE system. The next thing I want is an ME drive. So I need 2 engineering processors, which is redstone, printed silicon, and a couple of glass cables, which for us will be no problem at all. So let's make that really quick. All right, we'll actually use up all of our quartz there. I'll make some, or I think there's more smelting up right now. And that's all we need for that. So let's go make our first pressed things. So here's our silicon. Right now you can only do 1 at a time. And then engineering, is that, who is that? Is that gold? That's diamond. All right. Silicon, gold, or sorry, diamond. So that's all I need for those 2 processors. I'll come back and just make them as needed. And for now, let's pull out the, wait, not the logic one. The logic is gold, I believe. Yeah, it is. So let's pull out this one because we don't have any pure Certus quartz to put through it right now, and that's what's needed for that one. And we'll say boom, boom, boom. This is how we make our diamond or our engineering processors. And then we'll be ready for our drive. Whoops. Well, it can go in the top or the bottom. Doesn't really matter. I just very picky about it going in the top. So as you can see, this is kind of tedious. We will set this up to be automated later. I'm really hoping that they update to the newer version of AE, the Alpha RV2 version, because it does in fact have upgradable inscribers. The reason they won't is, oh, excuse me, is because a lot of the mods in this are AE2 add-ons, like extra cells and Thaumic Energistics, stuff like that, where you need a particular version and they would require you to have the stable version. So we've got what we need for our drive. Do we not? Oh, no. I didn't actually make the cable, did I? So we need a bit more quartz. That's easy. It is, in fact, charged quartz, a bit of nether quartz, a bit of redstone. Boom. There we go. 8 cables. That's perfect. So we'll put our drive in here. Now, I don't know how much of my system I'm going to be able to get into this if I can make 10 4K drives, which I'll do off camera, but I'll show you what's involved in that. here they are. So 4K storage cell requires a 4K storage segment, which requires 3 of these each, which means I'll need 30 of these, 10 of these, which means I need to start making me some pure quartz ASAP. So I need a bit of this, and I need a bit of sand. I'll get 16. For now, we will throw these in there. Now those will grow. They'll never despawn, but they'll take about Minecraft week, I think, to get to full pure quartz. So we'll work on speeding those up in a minute as well. But for now, I'll try and get the rest of these components together, which I do believe I have everything for. It'll just take me a little while. I think I'm going to make a hopper, though. I do have this stuff with me, so let's just... Oh, there's a bit of lag. There we go. I also realized I have 43 levels right now. I should probably store those. So I'm going to put this here. And then, where's my wrench? And rotate all these so I can add more. Oh wait, I do need this really quick. Whoa, poop. There we go. Now I should be able to throw that in there and it'll press them all up. I do need 30, so I need to get some more redstone. Redstone. Got lots, thank you to our quarry. Now, if I just want to double check here, the 4K segment requires 1 of these each, and I won't need any for the actual drive, so that'll be good. We need 30 of those and 10 of the pure Certus quartz, which we are making, so that'll be good. And then I'll come over to the gold ones. I'll get, what on earth was that? 30 of them. And another hopper. A hopper. Okay. And boom. We got a hopper. You guys go in there, and then I'll make up, and then when we're ready, I'll put the rest of them up here, and we'll be good to go. So, give me a quick minute here, and I'll wait for these to craft up and get things going, and when I got my 10 drives, I'll bring us back in. We're back. We're not quite done making the storage drives like I had thought. I had to go hunting for quartz. So it's been a while. It's been a long while since I stopped because I had to go looking for our quartz here. And I found just a little bit under a stack and a quarter. So actually quite a lot of quartz. So we're just kind of grabbing it up with our good Silk Touch friend here. I did recharge it. But I was plumb dry out of quartz. And I'm glad the sag mill has also made me much other quartz now. Dust as well. So that's awesome. So that is taken care of. This, however, is a problem that needs to be solved. We're at 6%, which is not okay. So, time to work on this a little bit. I figure I'll bring you guys back in for this. I'm not gonna run like cable and everything. I do have a few extra of these, and I got the stuff to make them, so I'm gonna do this. And that'll pretty much be it for that build for now. What I will need is actually quite a bit more fluix, which means charged. Boop, 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 boop. What's happening? Why are you not redstone? There we go. That was weird. Or fluix. I actually don't know how much of this I need. What I need are molecular No. I need vibration. No. Acceleration thingies, right? Yes. Look at all these acceleration thingies. Cryptographic accelerator. Sure you are. I'm not sure. Accessory. Oh, okay. Okay. Look at all these things. All right. Anyways, so I need Fluix blocks, which means I don't rightly have enough. So where's our handy dandy charger? Let me show you guys a massive advancement in technology. All right. We got us a couple of sticks. Go like that with the sticks, and we get a magical piece of equipment that I am going to throw down. Oh, yeah, I made a teleporter. I forgot to show this off. So this goes over to our new base. However, I am not overly thrilled right now, actually. Problem with our teleporter is a simple one. It causes instability again. So enhanced portals used to cause instability when you teleported, and it has been re-added to the game. So now what ends up happening is there's a chance, and it seems maybe to depend upon, I don't know, possibly power. Could be a power thing. When I pop through it once, it's usually okay, but if I do it like several times, it's usually not good, and I end up sort of getting all sorts of blindness and nausea and different things. So we got a charger. Sure, we have power. Let's save our power. Let's put a quartz in, and let's give it a pump. Now, this actually fills an internal capacity that we can't necessarily see. So even though I'm not spinning, it may actually change from quartz to charged quartz, because one of the things about this process is it takes time and power. So the more you click it, the more power you give it, it'll build up its internal buffer. Right now our internal buffer is in fact being used by our charged quartz, and it so it might not build up too much, but I could very well let go and it may still turn into charged quartz, which is very easy to see because it has a lovely little star on it when it does. Gotta love Faithful, huh? Seriously think Mojang should just pay them to put their textures in the game as vanilla, but that's me. I never understood the 16-bit like dedication. I like the voxel base. I like the simplicity of the graphics. You know, anybody can run vanilla Minecraft. It's really, really quite light. But I'm thinking that 32-bit really is not that big of a deal. I mean, so I don't know. That's my opinion. I'm sure I'm going to get some raging complaints about that. This is what happens when I record when I don't plan to. I rant. Okay, so we got us a couple cables. I need some quartz glass, piece of cake. I will actually need more than that. Go away, you guys. My inventory is an uber mess. I don't know why I have these slime balls in my inventory at all. Okay. Or these ender pearls, come to think about it. Or this. All right. Or all of this. Keep a little bit just in case. All right. Better. Much better. So we've got enough stuff to make, I think, one of these for now. No? What has I been missing? I actually might have enough stuff to make. Oh, why did I do that? Good. Oh, the iron. The iron that I just had in my inventory. Well, it's just one, I guess. Iron. Thank you. And bada boom. Perfect. So, with these guys, what we need to do... Sorry, water. You're going to have a little bit of a freak out. Is actually aim these the right way. Now, I'm just going to turn this one, so I don't have to worry about aiming it. He says after he puts his wrench away. Perfect. So, I will need to add a toggle bus to these ASAP, now that I think about it. ME toggle bus. All I need is a stick, which I just put away. Do I have any levers, actually? No, I don't. Stick. Stone. equals lever. Not what I wanted to use my cable for, but for right now, we're just going to do this. And hopefully... What am I doing? What am I doing? I wonder... Nah, this isn't going to work, I don't think. I'd really like it if this worked. Oh, it does. No, it does not. So. Oh, it's because my toggle bus is in a horrible place. Come on, toggle bus. There we go. Device offline. Perfect. Whoops. Let me just double check. I got it. I don't know redstone very well. I never really am clear about what blocks it travels through. Online, offline. Perfect. Okay. So that drains loads of power, but let's turn it on and throw our dudes back in there. So our generator here probably won't be able to keep up. Let's just take a look. No, it's not doing too bad. This is purified coal. It comes from Calculator. It uses refined gold or whatever it's called. So enriched gold and the enriched coal, which is just redstone and gold, which you get 4 of these from. So it burns for 10,000 instead of 5,000. That recipe seems to be a little bugged, actually, so just be careful if you're looking to go for that. There's another version where you combine it with lava instead of the gold, and it does kind of the same thing. All right, so we're going to let those grow. Once they've grown, we'll have enough things to finish our storage drives. For now, though, if we go 4K, we can at least make the 30 basics. No, I've got the 30 basics. I'm already on these guys. So let's grab the last few of these out of here and make us some more of this. That ought to do, because that'll be 20. Now, that's kind of everything that we're going to need. I will need... What was it again? There we go. 10 in either spot. And I will need 10 like so. Boom. Yeah, why don't we take these out and we'll just do the other kind of crafting for it. Now what I will need is a crafting terminal. Now, I would like to see this happen. I don't know how much glowstone I have. Perfect. I will need a few more of these, but that's no big deal. Come on now. Okay, I wish the crafting station had like a clear button. That would make me really happy. Now, this is going to be the annoying part. Fluix dust is just a grinding. Yeah. So let's grind it up. Doop, 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 doop. And then I'm going to need, what was it, gold and redstone and stuff like that. No, sorry, I've got that. So I need the formation core, which is just a processor, and the annihilation core, which is the... Oh, okay. So let me go make a couple processors, finish up the crafting terminal and the drives, and we'll be back. We're back, and it's all gone. It's all gone. My warehouse, it's been upgraded. Oh, yeah. And I just remembered my pop filter was across the room. There we go. So yeah, pretty exciting. So I was gonna bring you guys back a little earlier. A friend of mine called that I was trying to get a hold of, and so I chatted with for a little while there and just took stuff down, and it was really dull, and it was really lame, and it was really sad, and finally, everything got taken down. There wasn't really an easy way to automate pulling the items out, so I just kind of had to break everything and let it drop. So that went okay. I have to leave. I was making a few things. I made a couple of tanks. Come on. There's a bit of network lag right now. You can see my latency is pretty bad because I've got a download in the background that I had to do. I picked up my smeltery, made a couple tanks, and drained the stuff into the smelter. So I got some molten steel. I've got some molten steel and some resin and ender in here that I was using to make my ender lilies, which are now as well stored in a way. All I've got left over here, I should probably pick this up, huh? See, network lag, no biggie. Never really used it. Oh well. Can you come into my inventory, please? Hello? Hello? Come on. There we go. Okay, everything's back. Perfect. So I will use this later. All I've really got left to move is this, and I don't really know how I want to go about that yet. I can just repack Farmer Joe. That won't be a problem. What on earth is the problem over here? Why have none of you gone over here? And why is there so much sugar? Am I missing something? I don't even understand what's happening in here. Why is there so much sugar? Apparently I have to add you to the blacklist. Good grief, there's so much sugar in here. That's really, really quite strange, you know? Are these full of sugar? They don't look like they are to me. Not even a little. So, you there, crafting table. Crafting table? Hello? There we go. Why are you not pulling out? Okay. Oop. There we go. So that should keep this stuff going for a little bit at least. Oh boy. What? No. These should not have stuff in them. Your services are no longer required over here. When I get to my new base, you're welcome back. But until then, you're not wanted. Is this full? 100? No, not even a little. Okay. All right, so this lag is clearly making things unrecordable. I'm just going to wait for this download to finish. It'll be about 25 minutes. But I am ready. I am ready to actually make the full move to the new base. And that's pretty cool. So what I have to do still is pick up all this stuff, figure out how I want to go about moving it, where I even want to put it. I don't really want to do that. I think I have the necessary stuff to make at least 4 ender lassos. I do have a few gas tiers, but not enough to make the safari nets that I'd want. So at least I can kind of restart this somewhere else. But I think when I do... What on earth is happening? Whoa! Okay. If anybody is playing ResonantRise and knows what that one outdated mods you use the command is coming from, please let me know. Because it causes a stutter if there's other things going on sometimes, and it's really tedious. And I don't care. Like I don't care about the updated mod. Really don't. So yeah, if you do know. But I'm gonna make this a bigger farm. It's not gonna include more animals. I have more than enough animals, but I want to make the size bigger. So at least the animals I have don't feel so evilly restricted. So that's that. So I kind of got to move all this. Don't really know how I'm going about doing that yet. But we'll figure that out. Then the other thing I have to worry about is I have to leave this setup here, this generator, just to leave a bit of power for this dimensional bridge. So what I've done is I could actually pick it up and move it, which is what I want to do. I've charged up a hardened leadstone energy cell, or hardened energy cell, sorry, which I will probably make another one of, just so that I can have a bit of spare power to sort of jumpstart my AE system. Because my my Stirling generator is constantly running to keep up the AE system, constantly. So it's not going to be that full of like excess power or anything like that. So I do want to have a bit of a kickstart. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, it's fine. All right, so that's what we're looking at doing. My 10 drives are holding fine for what I've got going on right now, and I'm even thinking about replacing the quarry in a bit. The only concern I have about moving the quarry is that blasted gear system is a little tedious. But it is like free power, so I may even try to increase the size of that now that I've got a whole... You know what? I'm going to increase the size of that thing. It's only about half as big as that turbine or that windmill needs to be, or can be, so we'll make that bigger too. Aside from that, I gotta move my chunk loader. No, actually, there's a chunk loader there. I don't really have to move it, but I'll bring it with me. That's about it for our hallway base, I think. What I need to do is make a little structure over there to call safety until we have a big one up and running like we've got planned. I have this junk chest here. I don't know if I'm going to leave it or not. Yeah, I think I will. That's fine. Oh, well, no, I'm going to leave it here. Let's make sure there's no Botania stuff. These vines might come in handy. Cotton seeds, not a bad idea. So I'll take some of this. The rest of it I will definitely be leaving, I think, because I don't really need it. So that should take care of my bottlenecking at the farm for now. I have enough wool to do quite a lot with, at least enough to max out those windmills. The only problem I see with that is I have a few blades left, not a lot, but it's it's Ancient Warfare Crafting, and I cannot find my book. Anywhere. It literally was in the table one day, came back and it was gone. I do kind of want to get into RF tools. I'm a little curious as to how they work and what. I have a lot of these dimlets. I will tell you, I was doing this though. So while I was talking to my friend, I was kind of bored. So I made myself a keg and a sprayer from Brewcraft. So I was kind of hoping it would just spray water everywhere, just because it would be cool. Saying that out loud, I realized how not cool that would be. So I did that. Word of advice on ResonantRise right now: don't put the sprayer down and put a potion into it to spray. It will crash your server. And I had to actually remove the mod temporarily. I'll put it back in as soon as I restart the server again. In fact, I can move it now, and then I'll just put it back in when the server restarts, which it does every day. So it, eventually it'll be back. The thing about it is, thank goodness for FML confirm. If you've never run a server before, or if you have run a server and you've never run a server on anything but 1.7.10, anything prior to 1.7.10, there were a few things that were very difficult when it comes to Modpack. One of those things was when particular tile entities broke. Now, there is a setting in the Forge config to aggressively remove broken tile entities. I've never used it though. But when tile entities were broken that would crash the server and would persistently crash the server, it was kind of annoying to deal with. You kind of had to use World Edit to go in and remove the corrupted things or the broken things. So in 1.7.10, Forge has added what happens is it picks up that there are blocks, references in the game to blocks that don't exist in any of your mod or inventory lists. And yeah, we're having a little server education if you've never done this before. And these blocks, what happens is it says it pauses the server startup. Nobody can join the server, but it's after all the pre-initialization has gone through, the initialization and the post-init has gone through. It's after all of that, it says, okay, these are the blocks we found that don't really exist anymore in the game. And you can type in a command to halt the server startup or to remove them and continue with the server startup. So you type /fml confirm, forge mod loader, so fml space confirm, and it removes all those from the game and allows you to relog in. And that has saved my butt so many times. So many times. When running a server on 1.7.10. It's been wonderful. When I figured out how that worked, I was, you have no idea. So if you do run a server, and you've never run into that before, look for it. It's really handy. If you don't run a server, ignore this chat. And if you run a server and you appreciate it, give me a thumbs up, because it's wonderful. So I'm going to work on moving things around. My download is almost finished here. So once that happens, I'm not really willing to step through the portal while my internet is like this. Currently taking up a large chunk of my bandwidth, like an absolutely insane amount. For some reason, this download is going outrageously fast. So not a big deal. So I'm going to work on that. I'm going to try and find my engineering research book, my ancient warfare, and make some more windmills, because they're pretty awesome. All right, guys. So until next time, though, I think I'm going to call it there. I have been Towsty. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, give me a like or a subscribe or a thumbs up or something. If you really do want to see more, I do recommend you subscribe. I'm going to be blitzing this, I've decided, on Christmas Day. I'm going to try and get it all uploaded for the end of Christmas Day and do like a 3 or 4 hour, every half hour release an episode. And get us caught up to where we can start recording new episodes and having your guys' input, and do a little news flash about that when we get a bit closer. So if you want to see more, subscribe. More will be coming, and you'll be getting it in a good chunk. All right, guys. I've been Towsty. Thanks for hanging out in the labs. Hang up your lab coats on the way out, and we'll see you next time. Deuces!